this a video. It's going to be. Thank you.
Mr. Jonathan, you are tremendous. You're Mr. Brian. You look so handsome. You got us wonderful coffee.
Thank you. Thank you for the coffee. You can move and look at Gandhi. Okay. Hello. You said.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Doctor, you talk.
You want to see the screen? Okay, this is, I'm going to introduce with Dr. Gandhi, the grandson of the greatest peace icon in the world, Mahatma Gandhi, and he used to live with him most of his life and until his death. Here's Mahatma Gandhi's grandson, Kanu Gandhi. I'm going to turn the slideshow on, okay?
Let me answer. Thank you, Dr. Emerson. Thank you for this wonderful introduction, and thank you for helping me with the slideshow. Let me tell you in advance why we are here. We are here to celebrate the great Anglo-Saxon heritage that started with British Empire in India, and later we are celebrating in America this great day. I should say, before everything, I should say one thing, that Mahatma Gandhi was the first one who came up with an idea as to how we can get our justice without killing the single opponent. That means Bapu taught us. Bapu, when I say Bapu is my father, Mahatma Gandhi, forgive me, my grandfather taught the world that you don't have to be violent. You don't have to kill anyone. And simply by following the teachings of a great leader, like Jesus Christ, a great teacher who was born 2,000 years ago, we can win, and we can win big. And so the heritage that British Empire gave to us and present American people has given to us is we are celebrating on this day. It is the fact that Anglo-Saxon tradition created by these two great countries, America and England, are so great is only because the fact that we are present here and we are part of that big culture, and we are here. So I'll be talking about Reverend Martin Luther King, and
you want to explain this picture?
Yeah,
yes.
You go ahead and explain.
So here is the picture with Mahatma Gandhi. I'm talking. Yes, this picture has a very unusual origin. Mahatma Gandhi was a monk, so he had actually asked his sons and their families to stay away from him. Why? Being a monk in the tradition of Saint Francis of Assisi, Mahatma Gandhi didn't have any relations. He had disconnected himself with any worldly or material goods. But when it came to a small child like myself, my age was just 1 or 2 days, and Bapu picked me up. Mahatma Gandhi picked me up.
So who is this child in front of Gandhi?
Right. So
That's him.
Yes, the child in front of Mahatma Gandhi is myself, and I used to be Bapu's puppy.
And what year is this?
This is 1936.
And how old were you in this picture?
That was 5 years old at the time.
You were 5 years old in this picture.
Exactly. And the thing about this picture is this, that it is published world over, and it is referred to as leader led by the grandson. So Winston Churchill saw this picture and used to make fun of Mahatma Gandhi.
This picture is called Leader Led by the Grandson.
Right, leader led by the grandson. And it has been published in all countries. It has been published in Time magazine, New York Times, several times all over the world, London Times, and everywhere you see. So people start asking me questions. Who is this little puppy with whom little affectionate boy with whom Mahatma Gandhi indulged so much? Mahatma Gandhi was a stoic monk. There are no pictures of Mahatma Gandhi with any of his sons.
So he was a caretaker and a father to you.
He was everything. Friend, caretaker, father, dinner, lunch, breakfast, companion.
From 2 years old?
No, 2 days old.
2 days old.
Right, 2 days. That is what I am, because I was raised near him.
When this was taken, do you remember the year?
Yes,
36,
sure,
1936.
1936, right. I was 5 years old.
I was so delighted. I met Mahatma Gandhi in 1947, when he came to South India.
Oh, you saw?
Yeah, I personally met him. I was a member of the Student Congress at the time. So the place was called as Gandhi Maidan. And he told, do whatever you want to do. Be strong, be stern.
Yeah.
Don't go an inch on your principle. I still remember, what a great man. He came just like he was explaining.
Yeah.
The symbol, very majestic style, looked like an embodiment of everything that you can think or imagine as a human being.
Dr. Pillai, you are so much right. Mahatma Gandhi didn't lock the doors, but whenever he wanted privacy, he didn't have to ask for it. His
You want to go to
personality.
this one now?
Now here is Mahatma Gandhi's grandson,
That's you, huh?
affectionately called a puppy, is eating dinner, lunch, and everything with him. Now this is the only picture in the world where you see what Mahatma Gandhi ate. Since I was like a puppy, more like a puppy, Mahatma Gandhi used to give food to me from his own plate. And you can see how little food we had to eat. So we were the poorest, we were living even worse than the homeless people. But that was Mahatma Gandhi's voluntary poverty. He was a multi-millionaire, successful lawyer in South Africa when he came, and voluntarily he gave up everything to the poor. And since his sons and others could not stand that much poverty living, he had only one puppy who was. So here is the old man Mahatma Gandhi and his dear puppy are eating the same leftovers.
And who is this standing next to you? Who is this lovely lady?
Oh, the lovely lady. God, she is a gift from Mahatma Gandhi in the sense that before we got married, her father was very close to Mahatma Gandhi, and finally our wedding was arranged. And she was so much better than me. This is my wife. She's so much better than me that I'm for arranged marriage.
This is Shiva.
That's her name is Shiva.
Shiva Gandhi.
And she was her father was like a son to my grandfather Mahatma Gandhi, and she has been educated in Cambridge University. She is everything that I am not.
I still remember.
And how long have you been married?
Too long. Oh, no, very much long. Let's not put a number on it.
Next one.
Just like you said, I still remember when Mahatma Gandhi told the pillars of education is learning to live, to do and to live. Exactly. Still it holds good,
Absolutely.
That's a truth. In spite of all these successes that we had in the world, so much a thing happening, but what he visualized in 1930s and 40s still,
Still very true.
hold truth, and that is amazing. I could not imagine a man, at that caliber.
And what is this picture?
Yes, this picture is Mahatma Gandhi advising a black, in those days they were called Negro American lady who had been beaten up in Chicago by the whites, and she had no place to come. So she somehow found a passage and came to our home, and her name is Mrs. Catherine Smith. We call her civil rights worker, but at that time when she came to our home in 1937, there was no civil rights program. If you were a colored person like me, you could be beaten up on the streets of Chicago or even here in Norfolk or Hampton, and the police would just laugh at you and you won't get any protection, no help. That means you were dispensable. At that time, there was only one place where you could go, and that was Mahatma Gandhi's home, which was open to it. So here we see on the right-hand side, mother called Mother of the Nation, Mahatma Gandhi's wife, Mother of the Nation, affectionately called Ba. And here is Bapu, Mahatma Gandhi, with a stick in hand, and here is the
How old is he? He's about 80 then? No.
No, I'll tell you. He is at that time.
That's 1 year after. It's 37, 1937.
This is 37, exactly. No, this is 36 as a matter of fact. So, so I'll tell you what Bapu was. Bapu was about 72 at the time.
Yeah, okay. This is the next year.
Right. This is this slide gives my background because of the generosity of the American government and ambassador John Kenneth Galbraith, who was in India. I was invited to study at Harvard University. So after Mahatma Gandhi's death, although I wanted to serve India and I had many offers to work in the government in the New Delhi at important places, I was unhappy. So this is, here in this picture we see the home, the cottage in which Mahatma Gandhi lived. And this cottage is where Mrs. Hillary Clinton came, and the reason why I'm showing is this because Reverend Martin Luther King came to this cottage and felt so at home with everything that he burst out in tears. Now here is this picture you see on the walls is a picture that was given as a gift to Reverend Martin Luther King by my father, who is the son of Mahatma Gandhi, called Ramdas Gandhi. And Reverend was so grateful to my father, Ramdas, that he has written a letter. Now this is the letter Reverend Martin wrote to my father. As you can see the date. Now let me tell you the contents. Contents is that I'm so grateful. I'm sad that I couldn't meet your illustrious father, but Mr. Ramdas, you have made up for it by your wonderful the way you treated. And more and more I feel, here is Martin Luther King from America telling my father that I feel the security of colored people all over the world lies in adopting active non-violence. The difference between other people and Mahatma Gandhi was this, that his non-violent principle was an active. Mahatma Gandhi was an aggressive person.
And this picture now.
Okay, so I'm more, here is Bapu's good luck puppy. Whenever Bapu had to do something, he could have taken his
What
wife.
was he doing? What's the flag about?
Here Bapu is addressing a crowd of volunteers who had given up their jobs and they were trying to serve Mahatma Gandhi. So they had a flag for their organization, and so India is a big country.
And this is 36, 37?
I think this is 35. This is 1935. So I think I was about 4.5 years old at the time. But it was customary with my grandfather to always pull me and keep me along with him as a good luck charm or my education. Because actually it was Mahatma Gandhi who taught me about the slavery in America and how he was going to remedy the situation without resort to violence. In the spirit of love taught to us by Lord Christ originally, my grandfather, these are Mahatma Gandhi. My father was always given to writing these letters.
To you? That's your name?
This is right. In Hindi, you see, Bapu has written Kanu Gandhi, But here he has written Chiranjeevi Kanam. Bapu used to call me Chiranjeevi Kanam. So that. Now this is the symbolic thing, spinning wheel, which Mahatma Gandhi used to
make clothes.
To make clothes, so that
So the British can exploit.
right, so that we don't buy anything from Britain. Britain had a very
Factories,
captive market in India,
right.
where they forced us to buy their cloth manufactured in England. So that it was the British labor which was able to exploit India. So Bapu invented. Well, here Mahatma Gandhi had a very special way of educating his young child. He didn't like me to go to English schools or study English. No, he wanted me
So
to.
this is you again standing next
Right,
to
right.
Mahatma.
I'm again. And here I have I brought a calf originally, so that the calf you can see in the picture on Mahatma Gandhi's left. Yes, right. And I'm on the right. And Mahatma Bapu told me at the time that look, you brought the calf, but take me around and show what you're doing with other cows. So I'm giving him in presence of Mahatma Gandhi. I had to behave like a senior, responsible person trying to do things for him. So here I'm pretending to be responsible. Okay. My grandfather's greatest admirer was Einstein, and we all know what Einstein said about. Einstein didn't have much respect for fellow scientists because he was head and shoulder above everyone in intelligence. But when he came in contact with Mahatma Gandhi, he had to say that I'm so shocked that there's no one capable of even reaching the heights of Mahatma Gandhi. And generations later, people will scarce believe that such a man as Gandhi was ever walked in flesh and blood. Now, this is the highest tribute from a man who is revered, whose name is revered now at Harvard University, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and NASA. So these are the three places where I studied, where I did, and I was able to contribute to some defense successes in the United States. Now, this is the last slide, as a matter of fact, and this shows how
Unemployed.
Mahatma Gandhi went to England. And Winston Churchill said that everyone hates you, Gandhi, because you are not buying our clothes, and our workers are unemployed. They have no business. Our textile mills are stopped. They are going to beat you up if you go. Bapu went there and talked with them, and lo and behold, everyone got around Bapu and cheered him. So in a way, Bapu figuratively went behind the enemy lines and converted all enemy's people to be supporters of India and support. So that is the success of non-violence thing. Non-violence is something that you win over the enemy on your side through your reasonableness and through your loving win-win spirit. So creator of win-win spirit is Mahatma Gandhi. Basically, as far as international sphere is concerned.
Now this is a video.
Yeah.
This is here is Dr. Amar Singh, who has done so much work in collecting pictures of Mahatma Gandhi. So he's going to talk about Dr. Amar Singh.
I just got downloaded on the internet. It's not a very good video, but you can hear what he's saying.
That's
You'll have to explain because.
you go ahead.
Look, he's put his hand in his mouth. What you understand? See? you can actually hear it, but it's too loud here.
Yeah, maybe you could explain what he's saying.
Do you know what he said on that?
Oh, which one? But if I listen, I'll be able to say.
Okay. Can you? Come closer.
Yes, I'll tell you what he is saying. When the journalist is asking him questions and comparing him with Jesus Christ, and Mahatma Gandhi says, enough of that. Don't compare me. I'm just a humble man. and let me get to my work. So that's a nice way of brushing a man. Because Mahatma Gandhi was never comfortable with people calling Mahatma the great leader, great saint. He always said that I have to be humbler than the humblest man in India, and I'm here to serve them as if I'm their servant. So here we are talking with talking about the man who was the humblest. And
You seen it?
DC, would you like to add anything to what he's saying?
In 15 minutes is going to be storytelling in the center. Please join us.
This is Dr. DC Amersing, friend of Kanu Gandhi, the
Right.
grandson of
Yeah.
Mahatma Gandhi.
Yeah, on my trip to Sri Lanka, I visited Gandhi House in Delhi. And this is the entrance to the Gandhi House. And this is what Einstein, can you read it on that?
I'm not sure. Maybe you
Einstein
could,
had this to say about Gandhi: a leader of his people, unsupported by any outward authority, a politician whose success rests not upon craft nor the mastery of technical devices, but simply on the convincing power of his personality, a victorious fighter who has always scorned the use of force, a man of wisdom and humility, armed with resolve and inflexible consistency, who has devoted all his strength to the uplifting of his people and betterment of their lot. A man who has confronted the brutality of Europe with the dignity of the simple human being, and thus at all times risen superior. Generation to come, it may be, will scarce believe that such a one as this ever in flesh and blood walked upon this earth. Albert Einstein. That's his statue at the Gandhi House. Oh, that's in Sri Lanka. I was back then. That's the transportation. I want to show it to the governor. You know, he's in Sri Lanka.
this is Shiva Gandhi, Kanu Gandhi, and Dr. Amersing. I just want to say thank you for your talk and giving us all this information on video.
thank you, Mr. Jonathan. You are a jewel.
Thank you very much. We're at Jamestown 2007 in Newport News, Virginia. What is today? Saturday? Saturday the 5th. It's May 5th, 2007.
They tie in so well with the theme. So come on up here and say hello. Yeah, come in. Yeah, the mic's right here.
I would definitely be telling you hello to wonderful kids and wonderful people here. I'm Mahatma Gandhi's closest and most favorite grandchild, and it is not what I say, but it is your daily press. Had an article on me. I was with Mr. Kofi Annan in Amsterdam. So here, please hold the pictures. So here, kids, there was a man called Mahatma Gandhi long ago, and he was for non-violence, and he invented a way by which people can fight without using violence, and so that both sides are victorious, both sides gain. And that's the same thing that our Lord Jesus Christ taught us 2000 years ago, that turning the other cheek and loving your enemy is a winner's game, and what Osama bin Laden and other people are doing is a loser's game. And that's what my grandfather Mahatma Gandhi taught, and that's what Mahatma Gandhi's follower, Reverend Martin Luther King, followed. So
And that's part of what's in today's show. And we thank you for inviting us. Let's give him a big hand for helping us out today. And we're now going to start the show because we're already running a little late. But I do thank you for joining us.
Mr. David,
Yes,
listen,
sir.
you have been a wonderful friend from the church. So I belong myself to the St. Paul's Cathedral.
So, thank you very much. Let's give him a big hand for helping us.
We are seeing your heritage, and we go on the street of Delhi, and now Mahatma Gandhi is hiding in Hampton, and he doesn't care. He worries about NASA, his publications, and he doesn't go. So if you buy a property here, you don't know. Gandhi is much worse. And when Prime Minister, British Minister, you know, the one, a very powerful man, he tells me that it is worse than when Mahatma was there. The wealthy people have so much money, tons of money. They into dollars, stacks of dollars in their closet. They give it to their 13-year-old son. He buys a Mercedes. He goes in the streets. Let me come in. You'll cry with tears when you're complaining. He goes, he crushes some people in a poor marketplace. Nothing happens. Those people are in the hospital or they die. Next year again he comes. His license is never checked because if you have enough money to buy everything from the top down or anything. So he was crying tears for the Maharajas because they were that way. But now different kind of people have taken possession. So you buy a property, they know that you are in Hampton and no one is there. They will go change the records. Next thing you come, this is not your property, this is my property. They are doing it to my pictures. These my pictures I thought everyone knew. He says, hey, Tara Bhattacharya says, I'm a something like that. Make him show the pictures. Make him show the letters of Mahatma. Or you could have one thing.
Yeah, that is very, very nice. Real nice.
They can teach these people. These are little babies in Congress. They are nothing compared to what our Indian MPs are capable of doing. They're doing.
Yes, it is. And very proud of his
Do you think it is strong? It is no multiplied.
This is Dr. D.C. Emerson.
Right. You got it right.
How'd you get to be so tall?
I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables and growth hormones.
Hey, get the food tour with you?
Brian.
Dance.